the interwebs, it is I, David, sweatiest, least fit of all the Hewletts here with another Burn and Learn Monday, holiday Monday, a family holiday Monday. Now, I haven't seen my kid in like 3 nights because he's been off skiing up at Blue Mountain having the most amazing time, and I frankly don't know, I don't remember what it's like not to have a child. I mean, I truly missed him the entire time. As I drove my wife crazy because I kept going like, I missed the little guy. But that said, I also got to spend a lot of time with my wife, who's just an extraordinary person. It's just nice to be reminded of just how much I love being around her and how much I value her opinion and just how damn pretty the woman is. So we got to have like date nights and hang out and watch movies and chat and it was just, God, I'd sleep in, drinking, sipping tea and discussing the world. Oh, it was just, it's lovely. Amazing woman. I highly recommend anyone who gets a chance to marry a Jane. I would definitely do that. But the kid's home now, so I didn't want to waste any time. I leapt on the treadmill torture device thing. I did 50 minutes, and I'm back. I'm back at the LinkedIn Learning. So this is a Burn and Learn. This is my bid to stay alive and fit long enough to raise my amazing son, who is now home, and to enjoy the coming twilight years, my brilliant, beautiful wife, Jane, who seems even more brilliant and beautiful now that I've spent more time with her, and I really look forward to those twilight years even more. I hate exercise, it's boring, so I like to learn something. I know you'd like to share it. I've learned it in the sweatiest, most miserable, guilt-inducing way possible. Thus I am here, because if you don't see a video, it means I didn't exercise, and you almost didn't see a video today, because I kept hitting hurdles on the way to getting to the elliptical, to the torture device today. Yeah, I kept, I was like, you know what, my running shorts are in the washing. Forget it, I can't do, I kept finding things and then working out how to get around it. And basically the truth is, guilt works. Guilt works more than fear. Like, my doctor can tell me that I'm a dead man if I don't exercise as many times as he wants. It has very little impact on how much exercise I do. But if I feel like everyone out there knows what a lazy, fat jerk I am, then that seems to work more for me. So anyway, so that's why I'm here. It's entirely about me. And as I say, just had an amazing weekend with my wife. Just absolutely lovely time. But that said, I don't want my child to ever go away again. Frankly, I quite like having him around. And poor Jane goes to Berlin very soon. She's got a film festival to go to there, a market or whatever it is, a Berlin film market. Where she will work her producerial skills, the dark arts of producing films, and Baz and I get to hang out. Guillermo has moved my days further later, not on purpose, but he just happened to, the way the schedule's worked out has moved me later, so that worked out really well, so I don't have to be away while the kid's here. So it should be kind of fun. I think I've already done this, but I'll say it again. Repkord gave me these. These colors out. Look at this. I don't know how well they're showing up. I threw it in social media, but this is their they call it their Rumble Pack. So it's this camo colors, which I can't wait to do something with. So if you've got ideas for things that it needs to be something that I can break up into, or I could slice or print in 3 different sections that can then come together, because my fabulous Prusa is a single filament system. So I need to sort of print them separately. So if you got any ideas, let me know. What did I learn today? I learned big data again. I'm back on big data. I've been doing a lot of number crunching. I've been doing the statistics and the linear algebra and all that kind of jazz. So now I'm back in the LinkedIn Learning Big Data Scientist, classes. I'm into the fundamentals of statistics, which are kind of fun. I've already gone over the math. Now they're sort of going over the general, like, why these things are important. Like, why do you need to know the mean or the average of a bunch of numbers? How does knowing the middle number help you? That median number, and the frequency of numbers. How does that help you? The other thing I thought was kind of neat was the weighted, how things are weighted, and just how important it was that you have good data. Like, the data is, it seems like one of the most important parts of dealing with data is just getting clean data. Like, where does it come from? Is it biased? Is it right? Is it correct even? Like, who's doing this stuff? So it's just sort of finding out how to clean that data as much as possible, how to sort of average, take numerous different ways of analyzing data and then averaging those, and just different ways that they handle trying to get, good answers out of data, how to get good data too. But the thing that came that became so clear to me in these lessons so far is that it's about storytelling. It's kind of exciting for someone like me who actually has done a little writing, not terribly good, I'm sure, but done a bit of writing. Is that big data and data in general, data analysis is just about how you tell a story with the information you're given, and that is very much like script writing. Like when you're writing a script, certainly when you're writing little tiny films like I have done in the past, you're taking what you have and trying to find links between them that tie it together into a story with varying degrees of success or complete failure, as some go. But the idea being that's basically what you're doing with data. You're looking at these numbers and going like, what is this telling us? What am I getting from this? What is the story I want to present with this data? And the other thing that comes up, obviously, is just how easy it is to lie with data and tell people, fantasy stories instead of reality, and how important it is to look at the numbers. When you get given numbers, don't just go like, oh wow, that's a big number or whatever. You need to look at that. Where does that come from? Where are they getting these? Where are they getting their averages from? Where are they getting their numbers? Because if they've taken like if they've asked 10 people a question, that's just not a good sample set of what you're looking to prove or disprove. So anyway, I just found that it was kind of a neat little sort of little light bulb went off, and I was like, oh my god, this is like telling story. We're telling stories with data. This is exciting. And I think that's a great in for the tech bandits. It's like you're getting them. We can get them to come up with stories, but we can do it with data. Like one of the things I did that was kind of fun was, so I got 6 here. This is a great little robot, by the way. We strapped markers to the feet here, and then had him do little dances based on the number of times like math was looked up in Ontario in Google Trends, like last year or whatever it was. This is for a thing I did with Shaftesbury Kids. And so we'd just do a little dance based on, like, if it 6,000, or 60,000 searches, well, then there's 6 little dance moves that it does. And again, the data is very loosely correlated to the patterns that are then formed on the pages. But I thought what was so important was to just get through to the kids that it's not about the numbers. It's about the story. It's about the resulting. It's about what you do with those numbers, and that there is no right there's definitely right and wrong ways of doing this stuff, I suppose. But there's no, you're not limited by what we've done already with showing data. Like one of the beautiful things that's happened recently because of big data and because of the way our ability to process all this huge amounts of data is that we've come up with really cool, amusing ways even of just showing data, new ways of doing graphs, new ways of doing charts and pie graphs and all of the pie charts and all that kind of stuff. So just an interesting thing. And I, as I say, I'm always looking for what's that hook, what's that little inspiration that may not teach them specifically all the statistics and probability and stuff, but if you can get them excited about the idea, they'll do the math, if that makes sense. They'll literally do the math. So there you go. That's my little tirade for the day. One of the great things I had about this weekend was I got to talk to Jane about Tech Bandits and really discuss with her. I very much value her opinion on all this stuff. In fact, she's the ultimate opinion in all of these things for me. And it was just great to sort of sit down with her and have her talk through some of the stuff that she's like, oh, well, what about this? What about that? And I like, that's a good idea. That's not such a good idea. So I've got some really great, I think I've got some really great insight into what to do next. So I'm looking forward to that. And I have, I'm going to be missing her because she's going to Berlin. She's going to this Berlin film market thing. So it's going to be me and Bratlett. I'll have, I guess, some time on my own, so I will have time to figure out this Tech Bandit stuff, and I look forward to sharing that with you very soon. And that's it. I gotta go see my kid. I haven't seen him all weekend. I gotta spend some time with a little Bratlett. Boy, little devil, I really missed him. Anyways, until we geek again, Sweaty and I do come. Cheerio!